Today in our 2018 Ford Escape, we're going to be test fitting the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Roof Rack system, consisting of part numbers RRRVA137B-2. These are the Vortex Aero crossbars, 54 inches long. We have the black ones on right now, but these also come in silvers, part number RRVA137S-2. We'll also be using part number RRRLKVA. These are the 2500 series legs, specifically for the Vortex Aero crossbars. And finally, part number DK375, and this is going to be the fit kit that clamps around your existing door frame. Now, these roof rack systems are great for carrying a wide variety of accessories such as bike racks, cargo baskets, or cargo boxes, and these can free up space inside your Escape for when you travel. The bars themselves have this nice elliptical shape to it, and that's actually going to cut down wind noise and drag while you drive, that in the Vortex Aero strip up at the top. This does come with a lock already on it, so once you install this onto your roof, it's going to be secure to your roof. And it's a very simple and easy install. It simply clamps around your existing door frame, as you can see here, and it gives you all the necessary measurements and tools to do so. We already have the front one installed here. Let's go ahead and show you how the rear one goes on our vehicle. We have it partially assembled on our table here. So our next step is we're going to take our 2500 series leg and attach it to the other end of our bar. To make things a little bit easier on us, we're going to flip it upside down, just so you can see a little bit better. And we'll start by putting the metal bracket on the top of our leg here. We're going to slide that into this slot on the bottom. Now normally, there's going to be a plastic strip that comes with this that you put into place here to measure it out to the proper length. And then you cut that strip to length, put it in place, and you're good to go. But for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and use our handy measuring tape here, or flat tape. Make sure it's even on both sides. Alright, then we'll take our included tightening tool. We'll tighten that screw down in the center here. And that's going to tighten our leg to the bar. Alright. Then we can take our end cap here. Pop that back into place. Have our little plastic tool here to put our plastic lock into the lock position so this won't be removed. And then we can start installing our fit kit. We'll start with our rubber pad here. You want to make sure that the number and the arrow is facing the proper direction. And this just kind of pushes into place. There we go. And then we can take our clamp and we'll remove the screw in the center here all the way. Which can be a little bit. Line up our clamp. And loosely install the screw back into place, just so it'll stay while we put it in play. Alright, with that done, now we're ready to install it onto our roof. We'll start by opening up our rear doors, which is really helpful at this point because you're attaching it to the door frame. And then we'll set our bar in place. Like so. Now it's by no means finished installed yet because we still have to kind of shift it back and forth and make sure it sits evenly on the roof. Then our next step, and you'll find this in your instructions as well, is the measurement from center to center of the bars to make sure those are even on both sides also. It looks like we need to come this way. There we go. Kind of eyeball it back and forth here. Okay. We'll do our measurement here real quick. All right. Repeat this on the other side. So one thing to keep in mind is this is a process, and it does take just a little bit of time. But remember, you're only going to be doing this once. All right, then taking our handy tightening tool, we'll get it snug up against the door frame on both sides. Then we'll go back and forth, tightening it down evenly, about 5 or 6 turns until it's ready to go. When tightening these down, you're going to see that the tool is actually curved here. As you tighten this down, once you get it to its proper torque, that's going to straighten out as you tighten it down. So you know you're not going to over-tighten it. Like that. See how it's straight now? Was curved, now straight. All right. Now our final step is to put our end caps into place. And those just slide in like so. And sometimes the keys can be a little bit of a pill. All right, now we're ready to hit the road. One thing I would like to mention is it is padded where it makes contact with your vehicle, so you're not going to have to worry about scratches or abrasions once it's being installed. Before we hit the road though, I would like to give you a couple quick measurements. Starting at the center of the roof to the bottom of the bar is going to be about 3 inches between. From the center to the top of the bar, it's going to be about 4 1/4 inches. That's more than enough space in between the bars to wrap around those accessories that you're going to be using for your trip. And also, it sits pretty high off the roof, so when you have your bike racks or your cargo baskets installed and fully loaded, just keep that in mind when you're pulling into your garage. These do have a carrying capacity of 165 pounds once they're installed, but you always want to double check with your vehicle's manual to make sure your roof can take those weights and take the smaller of the two numbers. And there you have it for the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Roof Rack system on our 2018 Ford Escape.